everybody, I'm Jordan Rolfes from Beagle Rampant Productions, and welcome back to our month of romance celebration. This year we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and list a whole bunch of love stories from around the world. And for this week's little introduction to our love stories from around the world, we have a nice little tale from Japan. Now granted, it's probably a bit of a love and horror combination story, but it's definitely worth checking out, so don't touch that dial. Okay, YouTube doesn't have a dial, but don't click away from this link because we're going to tell you about Forgotten Minako from Japan. Once upon a time, in feudal Japan, there lived a married couple named Hiro and Minako. And Hiro and Minako, they didn't really have a whole lot of money. They actually had almost nothing, but they were content just to be with each other. They loved each other. Their wealth was truly within their husband and wife relationship. Hiro always loved stroking beautiful Minako's long, dark hair. He would always tell her, "Minako, you are the envy of every woman in Asia." And to which Minako would smile and give a modest, coy laugh at Hiro. And the two absolutely adored each other. They would sacrifice anything and everything for one another. It was a match made in heaven. Hiro always made sure Minako was treated like a queen, even though this was a poor couple. But you would never have guessed it when you saw the way Hiro would treat his beloved Minako. He treated her like she was the queen of the entire planet, let me tell you. And one day, Hiro was out working in the field. He did a little bit of the farming thing and the hunting thing whenever he could, but, they were still dirt poor. Nothing could really work around that, but as Hiro was working the fields, one day he saw a group of noblemen rushing about, hunting and doing some military exercises. This kinda got to Hiro. He wondered, look at these men. I wonder what it would take for Minako and I to join them. He thought about it real briefly, but eventually the thought, sort of went away. But when he kept working the fields, he noticed that the men would keep returning. And by this point, you know how when a stupid thought kind of enters your head, like, I'll go ahead and do a YouTube channel. Thoughts like that. When a stupid thought goes into your head, it doesn't really go away, does it? It tends to resurface and resurface, and the more Hiro thought about those men and their ambition, it started to make Hiro feel a little bit down. He started to wonder, am I really living up to my full potential as a man? One night, Hiro was eating his dinner. Minako always made sure to prepare a feast worthy of a king, and of course, even though they didn't have a whole lot in the way of money, any king would be delighted to have one of Minako's expertly crafted meals. But Hiro wasn't really having that much of an appetite that night. Minako asked, "What's wrong, Hiro? You've barely eaten." "I need to leave you, Minako." What? Why? Why are you going to do this? Have I done something wrong? "Minako, it's the job of a man to gain ambition and status and prowess, and I'm just not getting that here in this poor provincial life. Kind of like Beauty and the Beast, but, a lot darker and meaner." Minako was stunned by this uncharacteristic attitude of Hiro's. As Hiro began to walk out the door, she clung at his ankles, begging him not to go. "Please, Hiro, I can change whatever it is. We can do something. I need you. I am nothing without you. We need each other. Please, Hiro, please don't leave me." Hiro wouldn't hear any of it. He simply moved forward and left poor little Minako at home, alone, his dinner only partially eaten. And at that point, Hiro made no endeavor to return to Minako. Hiro set forth for a large castle that he knew that was sort of near the area, and he said to himself, "I'll go to this castle and I will somehow get into their employ. I'm going to work really, really hard, and one day I will become a nobleman of this land. The whole country will hear of my efforts and exploits." Well, the castle did take Hiro in, and Hiro did impress them with his skills in hunting and farming. Not much farming you could actually do at a castle, but the knowledge was good enough, and they definitely found a lot of value in his manual labor. Any task they gave, Hiro did it quickly and on time and under budget. That's always the key thing. On time, under budget. Hiro was an expert at that, and he won a lot of praise and recognition with a lot of the noblemen and the samurai. And, of course, as Hiro was enjoying his newfound status, he got to thinking again, you know, part of manly ambition is to have a beautiful wife and get a nice family going, but I haven't even met any of the noble women. To which the other men said, well, Hiro, I mean, you're fantastic. You do great work for us. Any one of these noble princesses would be honored to have you as their husband. Alright then. Let me go see what I can do then. Which one is the best? Oh, yeah, the one in the red dress there. Go after her. She will absolutely love you. So Hiro, thinking he has all sorts of swagger, goes on up to the lady, and the lady in the red dress simply looks at him and says, "Why do you think you can come up to me? You're from the country, right?" Yeah. I didn't give you permission to speak. You were to nod your head. Are you from the country? Hiro nodded. "I have no use for a country bumpkin. I'm sorry." Well, of course, I mean, he left beautiful Minako for that. And, of course, Hiro started to think about that. He maybe saw some error in his ways. Wow, I left the most beautiful girl in the entire country, a girl who treated me like a king, better than a king. A king would be honored to have that sort of treatment. I messed up. I horked this one up pretty badly here. I better go back to Minako and beg her to forgive me. And I know she will. I know Minako will take me back without question, because that is the kind of loyal and dedicated girl she is. Minako really is the best. And this was not an exaggeration. Hiro accurately assessed Minako's personality. So, in the middle of the night, Hiro left the castle and returned to the poor village. And sure enough, Minako was sitting there, smiling and crying tears of great joy that Hiro had returned to her. "Oh, Hiro, I'm so glad you've returned. I knew you would return. I've drawn a bath for you every night in the hopes that you would return, and I would always prepare you a rather modest dinner, because obviously I didn't know which night you would return, but I knew you would return a night, so here, enjoy a bath, enjoy a dinner. I love you so much, Hiro. Please, never leave me again." Hiro smiled and thanked Minako for her generosity and kindness and for welcoming him back. He did not hug and embrace her quite yet. That'll come later, if you guys know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is a family YouTube channel, or at least I try to keep it like that. But anyway, Hiro decided he would go ahead and start enjoying the bath that Minako had prepared for him, and oh yes, that definitely was a welcome treat. Even though he got back from a castle, he really enjoyed this bath. This bath just felt so right and natural to him. He then went ahead and enjoyed the dinner, and again, he just got back from a castle, but he really loved this dinner because it was prepared with love and kindness and compassion. Well, in the middle of the night, as Hiro lay beside Minako, he started to not feel good. We've all had that sensation, right? It's the middle of the night, and all of a sudden, you gizzards are hurting. Like, everything inside you, Yeah, you need to run to that bathroom, and Hiro did. He ran outside because, country house in feudal Japan. He ran outside to the back and did his business, which included some number 1, number 2, lots and lots of vomiting. Hiro chalked that up to, wow, I guess the way they prepare food at the castle is maybe a little bit different than how we do it back here. I guess the castle has better sanitation practices than we did in the country. Who knew? So as Hiro stumbled back to his bed, because, he was not feeling good after all that, he noticed the bath that he had just taken. The water was overgrown with algae and fungi and parasites, and it was pretty much glorified sludge. There wasn't actual any water in there. Horrified, Hiro runs back to where he had the dinner, and the food was decomposed, molded, and rotten. And then he looked over to his beloved Minako. He was sure he heard her beloved voice. But as he looked at Minako's figure, the only thing he saw was a decomposing skeleton. That gorgeous black hair that he had loved so much, now a mere nest for rats. The end. Yeah, not the cheeriest one. Definitely a Halloween romance month hybrid story there, but I mean, the moral is obviously clear. If you have a good lover, you need to hang on to them. Don't go thinking, oh, I can do better. If you're happy and your soul is content, you don't need all this fame and prestige and fortune. You guys need each other. And don't ever forget that, If you have each other's good, loving company, that's all you need in a relationship. So, yeah. Maybe if Hiro had realized that, he could have lived out the rest of his days happy and fulfilled, and as opposed to sleeping next to a rat's nest and probably dying from that disease he acquired. So let me know down in the comments section below what you thought of this story. Yeah, love hurts sometimes, man, But yeah, let me know down in the comments section below what you think. I have the best fans of any YouTuber in the entire world. I really appreciate everything you guys do for me. You guys are the reason why I do this, and make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. It gets to me a little bit sometimes seeing that I only have less than 50 subscribers, so go ahead and click that subscribe button. Sometimes I wonder, why do I do this? I know why I do this. I do this for the best fans of any YouTuber on the internet. That's why I do what I do. Also, make sure you go ahead and follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram there. My username is @JordanVonBeagle, JornVon Beagle, Beagle, because Beagles. We're Beagle Rampant Productions. See how we do there? So let me know down in the comment section below what you thought of our first entry of the Romance Month stories from around the world. I'm Jordan Rolfus from Beagle Rampant Productions. As always, I love you guys. You're the best. And subscribers are guaranteed happiness. That is a true fact. I'm Jordan Rolfus, and I will catch you next time with another wonderful story from an amazing country.